Alright, so let's work on the background image. So first let's have a look if we have an image. So in the assets folder we don't really have image other than logo. Okay, so we use this logo. Let's continue with this one, and then we're going to download one nice background image and we see how that works. Alright, so we have the image background component, so we can use that. So return, we want to put everything we have in the page, the screen, we want to put inside the background image, because the background image should cover the entire screen. So let me use that here. So background image, so let me cut everything out, so cut and put it inside background image background. Okay, so this one requires the style, it requires the width and height. So here first we need to give the source. So source, we can use assets images. Let me just have a look. Assets logo.png, let's use that. Okay, so that's the source, and then style. On the style we use flex 1, height we use 100%. Okay, so it looks like this one, I think it's just one step deep, one step up. Let's go to user, and you can see here we haven't got the image. It doesn't make sense here, so we should find a nice image, but you can see it works. The background image is there, and once we have the background image, we don't want this header section with this the background, right? So we're going to use a transparent header, maybe remove the link as well. We just use this nice little arrow to go back. So for that, let's go to screen snap. Here in the profile screen, what we want to do is options. Options, actually you can use the route params name as well. Okay, so when we are on that screen, we are passing this. So when we click here, we are passing the ID and name as props, right? So you can use this and use so that name, route params name, on the screen as well. So if you want, you can do that. Let's give that a try. Okay, just so that I can show you. So options, let me remove this object. So options, we can use the arrow function here. So here in the arrow function, we get access to the route, so we can destructure route here, and then here you can return. So we can write our options. So you can give the title to the screen, which you can use the route params name. You can do that. You can see that's nice. You have the route params name, you can display there. That's pretty cool. If you want, you can keep that. And I don't want to show the headers here though, so headers shown, I'll make it false. Okay, so in that case, that name might be hidden here, but you can see that we're not showing the headers. But for our use case, I think it doesn't make sense, because we still want the user to see this icon to go back. So let's comment that out. Instead, let's use header transparent. header transparent, we can use that, give the value of true. Okay, so that way you still show all that information, just the header is transparent. So previously we had this white background, now it is transparent, which is pretty nice. And then this back, you can see we have this links daily. So I don't want to show that links daily part, I just want to show this arrow. So I can do here header back title, I want just empty string, that way the text will not be visible and we just have the icon here. So that's nice. You can see here user click on the profile and if they want to go back, they go back, and there is this user's name as well. Pretty cool. Okay, so that looks good. Now let's go back to our profile and let's find a nice image so that we can use here as a background image. Let me go to pixabay.com. You can download and use these nice beautiful royalty free images here. So let me use, I'm going to search for Milky Way. And here we can just choose any image we like. I think this one might look good. It's slightly dark. Let me try one more. Let's try this one as well. Okay, let's try this one, the very first one. When you search for Milky Way, you get this very first image. I'm going to use this one. So you can just click here, download. Let's download this 1280, that one. Let's traffic lights 1 2 3. Okay, now bicycles there. Thank God. So I'm going to download that in the assets folder directly. Let's call it blur. Okay, the reason for that is I'm going to just blur this image. That way when the background image is a bit blurry, we can easily show the content, because we want to show the profile, the user information, users post the links. So we don't want the very bright background, right? So we want to use that. So let's have a look, make sure we have got that. Okay, so blur.jpg, we got that image. Awesome. So let me come here in the profile and let me change that to blur.jpg. Beautiful. Okay, so that looks good. That's a little bit sharp and I cannot really see the profile text. So let me do some styling here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it slightly blurred. So here, style. Actually, that's a style. It can stay. The next option we're going to use is resize image. So we can use this, and we give the value of cover, and then blur radius. Blur radius we can give 1. So we can give from 1 to 10. So if you give 10, let me just reload the screen. I don't see the difference because I made a typo. It should be blur. Okay, so you can see it is blurred out. If you use, let's say 9, that is extremely blurred. If you use 5, it's somewhere between. I'm just going to use 1, just slightly blurred. Okay, so that is without blur, and that is with blur. Okay, so let's save it like that. And I just realized it should be resize mode, not image, sorry. Resize mode. Let's cover. So that is when camera is on horizontal or vertical view. So resize mode cover, a blur radius, we'll leave that to 1, and then profile, can't really see that. Let me remove this view, we don't really need that now. Let me remove that. Remove. Okay, so what we can do is, I think we need to put a bit more padding here. Let's say 50. Okay, so profile is this, hard to read. 60. So let's leave it like that, 60. And I think we have to give it a different color. Let's make it white color, FFF. Okay, so that's much better. Okay, so we got the profile. Looks like there is some text. That's probably the JSON string, right? So we'll work on this one for now, but so far so good. We have the profile screen with this full background image. Awesome. Okay, so now we can continue working on this screen, but before we do that, let me actually log in as a different user so that we can show another user's post as well, because all the links currently have the same user. So let me just try a different user, Ryan. Okay, all the users, let me use Jen. Okay, sign up. Now let's create a few links. Let's try some nice image. Let's try this. Copy that link, paste here. Mountains. Okay, I noticed on the preview this is there's a bit of an issue here. Let me just create this first. Okay, so here it looks fine, but there we have some issue. We can fix that up. Next one. So sometimes when you share the link, they might not have the preview image. So even this, the most popular this site, also the homepage, they don't actually show the image, which I was trying earlier. So let me show you. If in that situation, maybe you can show some kind of a default image. You can see here, maybe you can show the default image, and let's fix this as well. So we have a bit of an issue. Let me create this first. Pixabay online images. Okay, so when you have a situation like that, maybe you want to show the default image. All right, let's fix this, and then let's also fix when you paste something in. Pixabay.com. Actually, let me just use the image. So when you do that, we have some issue. Let's fix that as well.